All right, let's talk about something really exciting. It's a brand new rule for Medicare that could literally save you hundreds of dollars and, even more importantly, help you stay healthy. We're going to dive right in.
I want you to just imagine this for a second. You walk into your pharmacy to get your shingles shot or maybe that RSV vaccine, and you walk out paying absolutely nothing. $0. Well, starting in 2026, this isn't a dream, you guys. It's the law.
So to really get why this is such a huge deal, we've got to take a quick step back and look at the problem this whole thing solves. I'm talking about the high cost of just, well, staying healthy.
Okay, let's make this personal. Let's talk about someone like Mildred. She's 70, she's got a brand new grandbaby, and like any grandparent, she wants to be close to them, right? But she's also worried about things like RSV. And before this new rule came along protecting herself, well, it came with a pretty steep price tag.
Get this. For just one dose of the shingles vaccine, Shingrix, Mildred could have been looking at a bill for over $180. That is a huge barrier, especially if you're on a fixed income. I mean, it forces this awful choice between your health and your wallet.
But, and this is the really good news, that's all changing. So let's talk about the solution. This is a powerful new rule that just wipes that financial barrier right off the map.
Okay, so what is this really? The key thing to remember is that this is all happening under Medicare Part D. And what it does is it mandates a $0 copay for any vaccine that's recommended by a group called the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, or ACIP for short. Now, these are basically the top vaccine experts in the country. So if they say a vaccine is important for adults, it's now going to be free for you. We're talking shingles, RSV, the big ones.
So yeah, you can literally think of this as your permanent free pass for these critical shots. That means no more deductibles for these vaccines, no more coinsurance. It's just straightforward $0 access to protection. It's so simple, but wow, is it powerful.
You know, a change this big didn't just happen overnight. Just a short while ago, before 2023, these costs were really high. Then, the Inflation Reduction Act got the ball rolling, and now we're headed for full implementation in 2026. It's just a great example of a real shift towards making sure people can actually get the care that the experts say they need.
Okay, so this all sounds great, right? But here's where we need to pay close attention. The trick, the nuance, is knowing which vaccines fall under this new rule. There's a really important difference between Part B and Part D vaccines, and knowing that difference, that's what's going to save you money.
Let's break this down. It's actually pretty simple. On one side, you've got Part B. Think of this as your flu shots, some pneumonia shots, stuff that's always been $0. Nothing's changing there. But on the other side, you have Part D. This is where the brand new $0 benefit kicks in. This is for things like shingles, RSV, Tdap. This distinction right here is the whole key.
And it's not just shingles and RSV either. The list is bigger. The new Part D rule also covers other really important shots. You've got Tdap, that's tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis, which is so important if you're going to be around babies. Hepatitis A and B are on the list too. It's a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay, you've got the knowledge. Now let's turn that into action. This is the part I love, the reward. We're going to walk through a super simple checklist so you can be 100% sure your next vaccine is totally free. All right, it's just 3 easy steps. Ready? Step 1, check with your pharmacy. Seriously, just ask them. They are the experts on Part D, and they can tell you instantly if something's covered. Step 2, if you want to double-check yourself, just do a quick search online for the ACIP Adult Immunization Schedule. That'll show you the official list. And finally, Step 3. Just remember, this has nothing to do with your deductible. These shots are truly, genuinely free.
All right, we're in the home stretch now. But before we finish up, I've got one last really crucial tip for you. This is the kind of thing that will help you avoid any annoying surprises later on.
Okay, this is so important to remember. The $0 rule is for the vaccine itself and the shot administration. So if you get that vaccine during a regular doctor's visit, you might still have a copay for the visit. See the difference? So honestly, the simplest way to make sure it's completely free is often just to get it done right at your local pharmacy.
You know, when you boil it all down, this is what it's about. Staying healthy really is your superpower. This new rule, we're just making sure you don't have to overpay for it. It's as simple as that. So, with all this information, the big question really changes, doesn't it? It's not, can I afford to get this shot anymore? Now it's, okay, what's my next step for a healthy year? Cost is no longer the barrier for these critical vaccines, which means you are more in control of your health than ever before.